Hello guys, this is Ala from IMRuhinet channel. In this tutorial today I will show you how to install Linux CentOS desktop server on VMware virtual machine. So let's start. First we'll open VMware. As you can see, we'll select create new machine. I'm going to choose the custom configuration wizard. Hit next. Hardware compatibility, so I believe it's Workstation 14. That's the only one I have. Next. Here I have two options. I can select the ISO file, but I'm not going to do it this way because this way it will not help us learn more. It will use the easy install, so it's gonna try to do it quickly and do many setups by default. It's not gonna even prompt us to select what we want. So I will choose the last option. I will install operating system later. Next, so I select the guest operating system family, Linux, version CentOS 6. Next, so I will name it, you can give any name by the way, so I will name it my CentOS, for example. Next, number of processors, I will leave it one physical processor and two cores per processor. Give me a total of 2. For the RAM size, I will choose 2 gig. Next, network type, I will choose the bridged networking option. This one actually gives you, it will enable the virtual machine to get an IP address from the same range of the subnet of the physical machine, the home ISP router. Next, this one I will leave it by default. Virtual disk type, I'll leave it by default. Next, create new virtual disk. Size, I would probably choose 50. And store virtual disk as a single file. This actually would help with better performance, and it will speed up actually the boot and all the stuff, because all the parts of the file are in the same location. Next, so this is the disk file. Next, and here we go. Finish. Okay, now I will go to the CD DVD IDE. I will not leave it auto detect. Choose use an ISO image file, and I will select my CentOS. Double click, then OK, and I will power on this virtual machine. I hope you can see. So I'm not sure if you do see it. You see that actually? This option. Here it is. Power on this virtual machine. Okay, here's the initial setup. I will select the first option, install or upgrade an existing system. Enter. Usually on a virtual machine it doesn't take long actually. The complete setup will probably take 10 minutes. So this one I will just skip. I know my media is good. The ISO file is clean. It's not corrupted. So I will skip it. Okay, I will hit next. Choose the language, I will leave it English. Keyboard English US. Basic storage, we have only, it's just a laptop. It's not a server, it's not an iSCSI or fiber channel, so, or a Sun storage, it's just a laptop. It's a hard drive. I will leave it. this option says the storage device may contain data. That's not true. It's an empty hard drive actually. We'll just select it as when we have selected the option to create new virtual machine disk. So it's a new, no data on it. Yes, discard any data. This one actually, this page of the wizard asks you what name would you give to your machine, to your host name. You can leave it the localhost.local domain. Let's choose this, my CentOS. Configure network. Actually, this option is useful if you want to set up a static IP address. I will leave it with the defaults with the DHCP. Next. For the time zone, I will leave it in New York, although I'm not in New York, but my city is in the same time zone. Root password. We're going to create a root password. Make sure that you are typing the right password actually, because there are no options to view the password. It says you have provided a weak password. It means there are no alphanumeric, there are no numbers. That's fine. Use anyway. Here it says to you what type of installation. It's asking what type of installation we would like. In my case is clean, fresh clean installation, so I would select use all space. Next, I'm sure, so write changes to disk. This is the part I wanted to show you, and this is why I have selected the way I'm doing it now to install the operating system later. If we decided to choose the ISO image from the beginning actually and let the easy install, VMware easy install setup do it, we will not have many steps. But now it's like you're installed on a real machine. With the way I did it, it gives you all the pages of the wizard, including this step, which asks you what type of installation do you want. Do you want it mainly just for a desktop, a minimal desktop, a minimal without GUI, basic server, database server, web server, virtual host, etc. So in my case, for now, I will select it to be a desktop only. Then we will add the roles that we need later on. I will say customize later. Next. So you should start the installation process. As I told you, on a virtual machine, it doesn't take long, probably 10 to 15 minutes maximum. Also, one of the reasons I have selected this way of installing my CentOS actually, it's for the VMware tools. The other way, the easy install, at some step of the process, at some step of the installation wizard, it will automatically install and enable the VMware tools for us. But this way, we'll have to do it ourselves manually. And I wanted to show you how to do that. Probably if you are installing on a VMware ESX server, you'd probably need to do that. So we'll wait for the installation to complete. As you can see, it's running fast, so it should be done soon. Okay, probably what I'm gonna show you something interesting. Let's do two things at once. So we'll probably go and proceed with the installation of, I will show you how to install Ubuntu. Now with the new release, the version 18 was recently released. So let's see how it looks and let's install it. Probably the Ubuntu, I will install it the normal way. Install disk image, Ubuntu. Full name, so Linux admin, for example. Username the same. Password, I'm going to select the password. Probably we'll need to do that later, but with the easy install, I think it's not required. Confirm. So I already have Ubuntu installed, so this one I will name it my Ubuntu server. There you go. Next. So the same steps apply. Choose 2 cores, 2 gig of RAM. Next. Use bridged. Next. 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 Create new virtual disk, same. So I'll give it probably 60. Next, next. If you see in this, when I selected this option, I didn't select install the operating system layer. I didn't have before. I didn't have that option. But now, when I did the automatic config, I selected the ISO file and everything was there. You see that there's an option was added, power on this virtual machine after creation, which I can check or uncheck. So I will leave it checked. So it's going to launch automatically. Great. Here's an interesting thing. Here, if you look, if you see here, show you. What's wrong with this? Okay. If you look here, in the Ubuntu machine, as you can see here, it says easy install, installing Ubuntu 64-bit because of the option we selected. But as you can see here, it started already doing the job for us. But in my case, in CentOS, if you look here at the bottom, it says install CentOS 6 as you would on a physical computer. Do you realize the difference? So here it's like we are doing it on a real computer, on a physical computer. While this one, the VMware tool, is doing the job for us. and of course actually it will not take long. As you can see, the setup is going quite very quick. So probably guys, I apologize, probably some of you would prefer if this tutorial was in another language, so I will probably give a summary in French. Donc dans ce tutoriel, ce que nous avons fait, nous avons procédé à l'installation de Linux CentOS. Le début, c'était avec l'ouverture de VMware Workstation. J'ai ouvert mon outil, j'ai choisi l'option de créer une nouvelle machine virtuelle. J'ai choisi les caractéristiques de ma machine virtuelle, comme la taille de la mémoire RAM, comme la taille du disque local. Et aussi, j'ai choisi de faire de nouveau l'installation de Ubuntu en même temps. Comme ça, on aura appris deux techniques de deux installations en même temps. Comme vous voyez, l'installation de CentOS que j'ai choisi l'option de ne pas installer le système tout de suite. C'est une option dans la configuration, dans le setup de la machine virtuelle. Il y a une option I will install the operating system later. Je vais installer le système d'exploitation ultérieurement. Lorsqu'on choisit cette option, ce que ça fait, ça imite le fait d'installer CentOS 6 sur une machine réelle. C'est pour ça, si vous voyez ici en bas, ça dit Install CentOS as you would on a physical computer. Installer CentOS, c'est comme vous le faites sur une machine réelle. Tandis que Ubuntu, lorsque j'ai choisi l'option de l'installer, je suis allé avec les paramètres par défaut. J'ai sélectionné l'emplacement du fichier ISO et j'ai fait que cliquer suivant dans le wizard. Ce que ça fait, ça l'installe via l'utilité Easy Install. C'est une utilité que notre fameux VMware utilise. Il fait les étapes pour nous. Il installe notre système d'exploitation Linux avec les paramètres recommandés par défaut. Et c'est assez rapide. Comme vous voyez, c'est déjà ça même pas 5 minutes c'est passé avant que j'ai démarré l'installation et déjà il a commencé à installer. Ça va finir bientôt. Si je reviens à mon CentOS, comme vous voyez ici, ils disent félicitations, l'installation est complétée, je vais redémarrer. So you can see here, guys, it says installation complete, congratulations, reboot. I'll reboot my server right now. It shouldn't take long. Donc, notre machine est en train de redémarrer, ça va pas prendre longtemps, tandis que l'autre, elle est toujours en train de s'installer puisque je l'ai lancé après. so it's coming up soon. And this one's running fast, as you can see. Okay, so here I believe there are only a few steps left. Some post-installation setup to create a user, forward, so I'm gonna accept the license agreement. Username, I will choose Linux admin. The password the same. Please make sure to type the right password and to be cautious on what you're entering. Donc ici comme vous voyez, je suis dans les étapes après l'installation. Ce sont des étapes très rapides pour créer un utilisateur qu'on va utiliser. Comme vous voyez, un utilisateur régulier. C'est pas un compte administrateur. C'est pas un compte root. Donc j'ai créé mon utilisateur, choisi mon passe. The same as we had in the root, actually the same warning is too weak. Yes, no problem, I want to take it. So here by default it's set to Pacific time. I will change it to Eastern Standard Time. Forward. Okay, dump. I will not enable it for now, just in case the machine crashed. Okay. Okay, so the system will reboot once more, so these changes can take effect. Donc notre système va redémarrer pour que ces changements qu'on vient de faire prennent effet. Et en attendant, je vais regarder mon autre machine et ça se voit que ça a déjà terminé l'installation. As you can see here, guys, probably it's already finished installation, including the VMware tools. I will log in, and when you choose the easy install option, it's pretty quick. It's very fast. Let's see if our VMware tools are installed. One of the ways to verify if we have VMware tools installed is to go to the View option and select Fit Guest Now. If the VMware tools were not there, this option would be grayed out. Donc, notre installation s'est bien déroulée. Ça s'est très bien installé, incluant les VMware tools. Une des méthodes pour vérifier si les VMware tools sont installés correctement, c'est d'aller dans l'option Affichage, View, et choisir Fit Guest Now. En français, peut-être ajuster l'affichage. Si les VMware Tools n'étaient pas installés, cette option va être grisée. On n'aurait pas l'option de la sélectionner, mais comme vous voyez, on a pu la sélectionner. Ça a réglé l'affichage, ça l'a ajusté. Ici, on demande d'installer des mises à jour. Here it's asking to install some updates. I'm going to verify what updates are they talking about. So just some system updates. I will click install now. And remember, because I am logging with Linux admin account, not root account. Linux admin is a simple user, but I can add to admin groups later on. I will show you how to. But before that happens, I will always be required to enter the root password. Donc je vais rentrer le mot de passe pour root parce que j'utilise un compte qui ne fait pas partie des groupes admin. And now I'll go back to my other Linux machine. The installation has completed successfully. So I will log in. That's great. One of the interesting thing to mention, when the VMware tools are not installed, the network will not power up on boot by default. So now if I open a terminal, go to applications, system tools, terminal, and I type ifconfig. This is the way how to verify the IP address in Linux environment, unlike Microsoft, which is ipconfig. As you can see here, I don't have any IP address. I have only a link local IPv6, which is FE80. This is a link local address. It's like the 127.0.0.1 in IPv4. So to do that, I should activate the interface manually. Une des choses intéressantes à considérer, lorsqu'on installe une machine virtuelle Linux avec l'option Install the Operating System Later, qui n'installe pas les VMware Tools par défaut, lorsque le système démarre, le réseau ne sera pas connecté par défaut. Si vous voyez ici, lorsque j'ai fait la commande ifconfig, qui est l'équivalent de ipconfig dans Windows, je n'ai pas d'adresse IP. J'ai une seule adresse qui est une IPv6 adresse FE80. Et ça, c'est link local seulement. C'est l'équivalent de 127.0.0.1 dans IPv4. Et comme vous savez, ça ne va pas nous être de grande utilité. On ne va pas être capable de se connecter à Internet. Donc, on doit activer l'interface manuellement. Pour l'activer automatiquement, pour qu'elle démarre avec le système, on va ajuster un setting. Donc on n'a pas à faire ça à chaque fois. Et voilà, le système est connecté. Vous voyez ici disconnect, ça veut dire qu'il est connecté, et on peut vérifier en faisant ifconfig. Et voilà, comme vous voyez, j'ai eu une adresse IP 192.168.0.23. As you can see, guys, here after I hit activate, after I clicked on the interface, it's activated the interface, and now I'm able to get an IP address. And if I open internet, I should be able to surf and navigate fine. Yes, definitely. YouTube.com. Yes, I'm able to log in. I'm able to connect to internet fine. In order to have it enabled by default, and I don't need to do it every time I power on my machine, there is a little setting that we have to adjust. So I should log into as root. Donc je dois me connecter en tant que root, c'est l'équivalent du compte administrateur dans Windows. La commande est su espace tiré. So the root command in CentOS or Red Hat based Linux, it's su space dash. while in Ubuntu, we will see it in a while. It's asking me for my root password. I will type my root password. That's great. So the setting that we need to adjust, I will choose to open it with Nano text editor. There is a VI text editor, which is quite complicated. I know how to use it, but Nano is better. I will open Nano. I will go to this path ATC sys config. Sorry, sysconfig network dash scripts if cfg, which stands for interface config ATH 0, which is our interface by default. If I open that, as you can see, this is a configuration file of our interface. If you look at the option on boot, it says no. If we change it to yes, that should do it. Now, from now on, if we reboot next time, the network should be enabled by default. So to save, all you have to do is Control O as an Oscar. Then you just click Enter to write changes to file and Control X to exit. Donc, comme vous avez vu dans le fichier de configuration de l'interface, l'option On Boot s'était ajustée à No. Donc, c'est pour ça que le réseau, l'interface réseau, ne s'activait pas automatiquement. Donc, ce qu'on a fait, on l'a ajusté à Yes. On a sauvegardé le fichier en utilisant CTRL O dans un éditeur Nano et CTRL X pour sortir. Now, I will first check my other server, Ubuntu. It has a timeout of 5 minutes. If it's inactive for 5 minutes, the screen gets locked. So let's see here what we have here. If you go to show applications, on the search I type terminal and I type the same command, if config. Okay, so here as it says on Ubuntu, for some reason the ifconfig, it's not installed by default. Here it says how to install it. So first I will log in as root. The root login in Ubuntu is sudo substitute user do space substitute user. I will enter the password for my root. Okay, and I will do the same. When you are logged in as root, you don't need to type sudo in front of each command. So just apt stands for application probably, apt-get install net dash tools, enter. So technically it's installed now. Here as you can see, setting up nettool. Technically if we type config now, we should get the result. Okay, here we are. As you can see, the interface name in Ubuntu, the interface names are quite different. It's not ETH Ethernet 0, so it's ENS 33. I don't know why. As you can see here, iNet, the Internet Protocol, it's 192.168.0.22. So I'm getting an IP address from my home ISP router, and also I'm getting an IPv6 address. As you can see here, it's 2607, etc. It's different from the link local address, which is FE80. And let's see here, I think it's in the same place, etc sys sys system D probably network. No, here it's different. So sorry, I haven't done it before on Ubuntu, but we can check it later. But as you can see here, I didn't need to do anything. It was activated, enabled by default. As soon as I typed ifconfig, it returned an IP address. Now let's go back to our CentOS machine, and I will show you now how to install the VMware tools. We'll go here to VM option in our VMware tools menu, and we'll select install VMware tools. Pour installer les outils VMware, on va dans la section VM ici et on va choisir installer les outils VMware. So what it does actually is we'll mount a virtual drive actually on the Linux machine that contains all the files. The file that we're interested in, we need to extract this folder, VMware tools, the name. We can extract it with two methods. The GUI method, right click on it, extract to, and you select a location and do extract. Donc, qu'est-ce que ça fait? Ça monte un disque virtuel qui contient les fichiers d'installation des outils VMware. Le fichier qui nous intéresse, ou bien le dossier qui nous intéresse, c'est plutôt ce package, celui-là, VMware Tools. On a besoin de l'extraire. On peut le faire de deux façons. Première, on va cliquer de droite. Désolé. On va cliquer avec le bouton de droite de la souris. On va choisir extraire vers. On va choisir un emplacement, par exemple le desktop, et on va choisir extract. Il y a une autre façon avec l'outil ligne de commande. Je vais agrandir ça un petit peu pour que vous puissiez avoir une meilleure visibilité. Je vais le mettre en écran complet. Je vais changer le profil. Je vais augmenter la police. 14 par exemple. Ok. Les couleurs, je vais choisir peut-être vert sur un fond d'écran noir. Ok. J'espère que vous pouvez voir ça bien comme il faut. So I hope guys now I made the font a bit bigger so that you can have a better view. I will clear the screen with the clear command. And now here's how to extract or untar the package that we need to untar. So we type tar dash, or without dash. Actually, it's the only command that the dash is option for. So X for extract, Z V F, media is for the virtually mounted DVD, media, VMware tools, VMware tools dot tar dot gz. Great. So here what it did actually, it extracted the folder, but in the current directory where we are now. So it's in the root directory. As we need to run the script for installing the VMware tools as root, so this should not be a problem. Next, we have to do cd command to change the directory. We need to go to that particular extracted folder, cd change directory. The folder should be named VMware something, VMware tools distribution. So now I need to show the content of this folder. We can type ls. As you can see here, we have many files: bin, caf, doc, etc, etc. The file we're interested in is the script called VMware-install.pl. It's a Perl written script. We need, let's verify the rights of every single file on this one to see what are the rights that we have on this one. As you can see here, if we see the if we look at the VMware-install.pl, it already has X on every right portion. The first one RWX, it's for user. The second part is for G, for group. The last one is for O, stands for others. So these are the different permissions for that script for everyone. So the owner, the user, is root, the group is root, others is everyone else than root. To run this script, or any other script in Linux, by the way, all you need to do is dot slash then the name of the script. By the way, you are not required to type the full name. All you need to do is just type the first two letters of the file and hit tab. It will autocomplete for you, and we'll hit enter. So I will accept the location, the paths by default, so it will install like it would have done it if I have chosen easy install way. So here there are some folders that don't exist. The setup will suggest to you, do you want to create it, yes or no? Yes. Just hit enter. By default it's set to yes. Same thing here. So first, let's discuss the need for VMware tools actually. Why we need them. VMware tools actually offer great features such as the full screen feature, fit guest feature, the option to share content, to copy files from guest, which is the real machine, the physical machine, with hosts that are the virtual machines that we have, and much more. So that's quite useful. We're almost there, so we'll be done soon. Donc ce que j'ai fait ici, j'ai installé les outils VMware. Comme vous avez vu, j'ai extrait les fichiers. Donc je suis allé dans le fichier, dans le dossier plutôt qui contient les fichiers, le script qui va installer les outils VMware. J'ai utilisé la commande cd, change directory, pour me rendre au fichier extrait. Puis j'ai vérifié le contenu en utilisant la commande ls list. Le script qu'on avait besoin de rouler, s'appelait VMware install.pl. C'est un script Perl qui est utilisé pour installer les VMware Tools. Pour rouler un script, ou n'importe quel script dans Linux, tout ce qu'on a à faire, c'est d'écrire point barre oblique normal. C'est pas la barre oblique inversée, c'est pas backslash, c'est forward slash. Barre oblique, puis le nom du script qu'on a besoin de rouler, puis entrée. J'ai choisi les settings par défaut. J'ai suivi les instructions. Et maintenant qu'on a terminé, tout ce qu'on a à faire, c'est juste de redémarrer notre système. Et après ça, on aurait la possibilité de vérifier si nos outils VMware ont été installés correctement ou non. So guys, now after the setup is done for the VMware tools, all we need to do is to reboot our CentOS. You can do it by GUI, but it's like you have to do it on 2 steps. As you can see here, even if I click quit, it doesn't have the option to restart. You have to log out, and from the login page, you will have the option to reboot or shut down. So I will use the init tool. Init 0 is for shutdown. Init 6 is for restart. So restart my machine. Let's go to my Ubuntu. Here I'll show you guys one of the most important things to do after you finish successfully installing a Linux machine. What you have to do is to run a check for updates, to update your system and to upgrade the packages that are due for upgrade. To do that on Ubuntu, all you have to do is sudo, and as I told you, when you are on root, you don't need to do that. apt -get update, enter. Great. So there are no packages, there are no updates needed. So what if we select upgrade? There are some packages that are due for upgrade. As you can see here, after this operation, 245 KB disk space will be freed. Do you want to continue? Yes or no? I will type Y for yes, enter. Great, and as you can see, we have upgraded our system successfully. One of the best features of Ubuntu is the software center. This one is a new way, an easy way actually. No software needs to be restarted, so let's restart it. Okay. So this is a new way actually to install softwares and packages without the need of typing the command for them and resolving dependencies. This tool actually already have the package, and if it needs dependencies, it suggests to you this package actually needs those dependencies, you want to install? Do you want us to install it for you? For example, let's search for Skype, for example. Okay. So I will select Skype, install. I will type the root password. As you can see, it's installing it without issues, without problems. If we had to do that on a command line, it's a very long process. Okay, here we go. Let's launch our Skype, and while waiting for it, I'll go back to my CentOS machine. Great. So let's see if our VMware tools were installed successfully. Yes, as you can see here, the fit guest now, it's now enabled. It's not grayed out anymore, and it can fit the guest fine. And one more thing, do you remember before I had to activate the network manually? Now it's enabled by default on boot because I have changed that option, if you remember. If I go now and type ifconfig, my interface is activated and it's getting an IP address automatically. And the same way we did with Ubuntu, we'll do here. So, okay guys, let me show you how to add a user to admin groups. We first need to log in as root. Okay, I'll make it full screen so that you can have a better view. So I'll use the nano editor again, and I will go to this file, etc sudo users. It will open the file for sudoers. What we need to do actually is to look for a line. Yes, this one. Allow root to run any commands anywhere. So I will add my Linux admin user to that group by doing the same settings that I have for root. First, let me show you something. Save, modify. No. So let me show you something. If I try now to do su do yum, this is the repo installer for Red Hat based, Red Hat, CentOS, Fedora, etc. So it's yum, while in Debian based, like Debian, Ubuntu, Linux Mint, not Kali Linux, Linux Mint, it's more apt-get. This is a repo installer. Yum update, for example. Let's see if it will work. Yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I cancel it. Sorry, I didn't realize I'm logged in as root. Exit. Okay, so if I do it, as a normal user. sudo yum update. Look, so it usually boils down to these three: respect privacy of other. Password for Linux admin. Ha! See, Linux admin is not in the SADWORS file. The incident will be reported. See, if a person is not a member of the SADWORS, like an admin group, an admin file, it's not gonna work. So now let's add my user to the SADWORS list. Sorry, I mistyped the password. Okay. Let's search for that particular. It's here. Linux admin tab all equal all tab all, and I will write changes using Control O, and I will exit using Control X. So now let's do the same. It's working. Here we are. Once you have a user added to that particular group, it will be added. It will work. But one thing to mention, you have to put sudo in front of the command. sudo should be there. While being connected with root, you don't need to. As you can see here, this is one important step you need to perform after installing your Linux server or Linux desktop. You have to update. How to do that? Yum update if you are logged in with root. sudo yum update if you are logged in with another user other than root, but user which is in the SADWORS list. Donc, une des plus importantes tâches à faire après l'installation de votre serveur Linux ou de votre machine Linux, CentOS, il faut faire une mise à jour. Comment faire ça? Il faut être connecté en tant que root ou en tant qu'un autre utilisateur qui a les droits admin, qui fait partie du groupe SADWORS. Il doit être dans un fichier nommé SADWORS, qui est dans l'emplacement suivant. /etc//sadwors SUDO ERS. Donc pour faire la mise à jour, tout ce qu'on a à faire c'est taper la commande suivante yum espace update, le mot anglais update. Si on utilise un autre utilisateur autre que root mais qui figure dans la liste SADWORS, il faut absolument mettre le mot SUDO avant de faire yum update. Comme vous voyez, il me demande ici si j'ai besoin de... Voici la taille maximale qu'on aurait besoin de télécharger, si je suis d'accord avec ça, oui ou non, oui, je fais yes. Et en attendant que la mise à jour se fasse, je vais aller dans mon autre machine pour voir mon Ubuntu. Ok, s'ils disent que j'ai besoin de redémarrer pour que les mises à jour prennent effet, je vais redémarrer. So here, after we upgraded some packages successfully, the server is asking for a reboot. So this is what I have done. Okay, it should reboot soon. Okay, here you probably get this warning. Actually, there was no public key found. Actually, do you want to retrieve the key from this location? Yes. This is the public key used to verify the signature of the repos actually, and the files, the packages that we download. What's wrong? So if it doesn't want to reboot, let's try force reboot using init 6, as we did in CentOS earlier. So here, because it's downloading 300 meg plus the size that will be required after unpacking the packages, it will take some time, so that's why I will not wait for it to complete. So basically this is all you need to do, guys, when installing CentOS or Ubuntu or any other Linux distribution. Keep in mind that if you're installing it without easy install, you have to install the VMware tools as I showed you earlier. If the network doesn't boot or doesn't get activated automatically, all you have to do is just refer to what I have done earlier in this video, how to make the interface active on boot. And after the installation is completed successfully, all you need to do is to make sure that you update your system so that it can stay up to date. So I hope, guys, you enjoyed this video. If you do, please like, share and subscribe. This will be definitely a great help, and it will encourage me to put more videos and to continuously improve and share my knowledge and experience with you guys. Thank you for watching and have a good day.